So guys, today I thought I'd talk about what it was like starting out on YouTube. Now that I've got a bit more of a presence, like I'm still very small, but I'm getting there. I find YouTube is a bit like a forest where there's a whole bunch of very, very large trees and they soak up just about all of the sunlight. And there's a lot of little trees underneath that are trying to sprout up, but because so much sunlight is being taken up, it's quite difficult for them to get any and grow. And a few make it, but many don't. There are a lot of motovloggers out there. Like I never really thought there was a whole bunch of them, but turns out there's at least 3 or 4 in every major city. And it's not that they don't make many videos, it's that they don't get a whole lot of coverage. I personally took a lot of inspiration for my channel from a guy called A Rider's Life. He was the first motovlogger I ever started actively watching, and I still do watch his videos regularly. Whenever he pops one up, I'll watch it. I've gotten a lot of ideas from him, especially the chin-mounted camera here. But so if you're watching this A Rider's Life, shout out to you. I very much appreciate your videos. I've also watched a few guys like Jake the Garden Snake, Riding with Tom. There's a guy, I think he's either in Sydney or Melbourne, called Muttering Delirium. I watch him a fair bit whenever he throws one up. As well as any of the other smaller motovloggers out there. We got to support each other as a community. One thing in particular that I didn't really consider when I started this was how long it takes to put videos together. You got to have a solid amount of time when you start, like, to record something, and it's really not that easy. Editing the videos especially, it just takes fucking forever. And not that I'm complaining, like I enjoy doing it. But it takes a long time, and you've got to realise that when you start out, because I sure as shit didn't. I took for granted a lot of the videos that I saw on YouTube. I never really considered just how much time and effort I would need to put in order to make a video watchable and, you know, nice. I mean, that intro segment and that outro that I did, it took me hours to scour footage that I felt was appropriate for the music, as well as finding the music in the first place, because it needed to be something that was royalty free. And I very much appreciate that people put royalty free music out there, because I wouldn't have been able to pull this off without it. Wouldn't have been able to pull off an intro like that, because I'm sure as shit no musician. I can't even read music. Yeah guys, so my advice would be, if you're going to start out on YouTube, you really need to hang in there, because you're not going to get subscribers very quickly when you're starting out, and it's not something that you should let dishearten you. Because I mean, I'm about to hit 300 subscribers, and I've found that I typically get them when larger motovloggers comment on my channels, like Tasty Ham Sandwich. The first time he ever commented on one of my videos, I think my subscribers were boosted by about 50. And it might not seem like much, but that was a fair bit for me at the time, considering I only had about 60, 70. Then since then I've managed to get up to, yeah, nearly 300, as I said. But and even then, like, I'm still very small in the YouTube world, especially when you've got people out there that have as many as 1 million subscribers. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, especially when, if you're motovlogging, you're appealing to a very small audience. I mean, motorcyclists are not a very large group in themselves, and it's an even smaller group that actively watch YouTubes. It's an even smaller group that actively watch videos on YouTube about it and about motovloggers. I mean, you just can't be a cynic about it. But yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoy these videos, chuck us a like, maybe even a subscribe. All of it helps me out immensely. I will try to reply to your comments, but as I've mentioned in prior videos, YouTube is fucked. Anyway guys, Have a great day.